Chosen one. God is restoring everything lost, everything coming back. The restoration is real. You've felt it coming in waves, quiet. You are no longer standing in the shadows of loss. You are standing in the sacred energy of restoration. I want to speak directly to you. Stay with this message. Comment your warmest wishes, your boldest dreams, and the sacred numbers 99 and 777. Let this be a sign of your agreement with what is already being restored in your life. And if this message resonates with your heart, subscribe and journey with us, because this is only the beginning of the divine return. Now listen closely, just this once in this message, because it must be spoken with clarity and intention. The wishes that once seemed far away are now being carried back to you. The universe has received the energy of your perseverance and is realigning. Your dreams, when touched by divine will, are no longer wishful thinking. They are appointments waiting to be fulfilled. After this moment, we speak no longer of dreams, but of return, of restoration, of everything coming back. There are things in your life that were never meant to leave. Connections, opportunities, feelings, callings, things that were stripped, not because you failed, but because they needed divine timing to be fully ready for you. Some of these things you've mourned. Others you tried to replace or forget. And yet, something within you, something ancient and knowing, never let go. That something was your divine thread, and it has been pulling everything back together in silence. Now, the silence is breaking. You may have thought it was too late, that too much time had passed, that you had missed the window. But here's what you must understand. Divine restoration is not bound by time. What took years to lose can be returned in moments. Not just emotionally, but tangibly. People will see it. You will feel it. The energy that once leaked from your life is now flowing back. The cracks are being sealed. The doors are swinging open again, but this time they will not be slammed shut. This return is not a copy of the past. It's a higher version of everything you were once connected to. You're not just getting things back, you're getting them back renewed, elevated, realigned with your growth. That includes relationships, ideas, health, clarity, financial stability, and a profound sense of inner peace. Everything is being filtered through your transformation. You are not who you were when you lost those things. And now, what is returning knows exactly who it's returning to. The universe, and more importantly, the divine intelligence within it, honors the law of alignment. That means whatever was stripped from you unjustly, whatever expiated your life too soon, is now being magnetized by your new frequency. Your healing, your elevation, your surrender, all of it is now creating a gravitational pull. You are not chasing anymore. You are attracting, and the difference will feel like breathing after holding your breath for too long. You are not being left behind. You are being prepared. And now that the preparation is complete, you are being located by destiny, located by favor, located by the very people who once couldn't see your value. They will return, some in awe, some in silence, some in repentance. But understand this, the return is not just about people. It's about the full energetic recalibration of your life, even the lost parts of your personality, your dreams, your innocence. They're coming back too. This restoration will be strange at first. Familiar things will return in unfamiliar ways. New doors will carry old promises. Unexpected moments will echo words once spoken in your tears. Let them come. Let it all come. Don't resist it just because it arrives differently. Remember, this is not a recreation of what was. It is the reward for who you've become. And here's what's most important. Don't rush this. Restoration is not an explosion. It's a sacred unfolding, like sunrise over a land that's been waiting in darkness. Each light ray hits a different part of your life. First your mind, then your health, then your finances, then your relationships, and finally, your purpose. You'll see them awaken one by one until it becomes impossible to deny what has happened, until the only thing left to say is, everything came back. This is not just personal, it's prophetic. You are not the only one being restored, but you are the one chosen to lead by example. Others will see your restoration and remember that it is possible. Your rise will reignite others' hope. Your return will signal theirs. And without even trying, you will be a living, breathing symbol of divine restoration in motion. So take heart. Whatever still feels lost, it is on its way. Whatever hasn't made sense, it soon will. Whatever you thought you'd never see again, prepare for it. Because it's not only coming back, it's coming back with interest. Better than it left. Stronger than it was. More aligned than you remember. You may not realize this, but the reversal has already started. While you were resting, doubting, or simply trying to make it through one more day, the divine timeline was moving. Quietly, precisely, intentionally. There was no lightning flash, no dramatic announcement, but deep beneath the surface, the shift began. Not as a result of your striving, but because of your surrender. Your letting go made room for the return. And now, what was once stuck is flowing again. What was once locked is opening. What was once taken is now being returned by divine order. This is not karma in its usual sense. This is sacred balance. This is God recalibrating what life distorted. The things you lost were not always the result of your actions. Often, they were part of a divine setup. Loss became the language through which your soul matured. Delay became the womb in which your strength was born. And now that you carry the wisdom, the grace, and the unshakable foundation, you are finally ready to receive, without losing yourself in the process. You see, there were parts of you that had to be stripped away before the restoration could begin. Pride, fear, codependency, overgiving, settling. The version of you that accepted crumbs is no longer alive. The version of you that begged to be seen is no longer breathing. You've buried the identity that was built on trauma, and now a higher self has risen. This is why the restoration is not random. It's deeply personal. It's designed for who you are now, not who you used to be. Chosen one, it's important that you understand this. Restoration is not revenge. It's revelation. You are not being lifted to punish those who once abandoned you. You are being lifted because your soul is ready to carry what it once couldn't. That includes joy. That includes peace. That includes wealth, wellness, and clarity of purpose. These things are not rewards in the material sense. They are confirmations of alignment. They are signs that your spirit has arrived at a new frequency, and everything at that level now has access to you. And yes, it will confuse some people. There will be whispers, questions, speculation. How did you bounce back? Where did this favor come from? Who is backing you now? But you won't have to explain yourself. Your presence will do the speaking. Your peace will be your signature. Your alignment will be your answer. Because this time, what's happening in your life cannot be explained by natural means. This is supernatural reversal. This is spiritual correction. You've waited long enough. You've cried long enough. You've doubted yourself more than enough. But now, the reversal is taking form, not in one dramatic moment, but in many undeniable confirmations. The call back from the place you thought forgot you, the opportunity you gave up on, the health returning to your body, the way your breath feels deeper now, the clarity in your dreams. These are not coincidences. These are signs that the restoration is already in progress. And make no mistake, this restoration is not only spiritual, it will be physical. It will touch your bank account. It will touch your living space. It will touch your relationships. It will touch how people speak to you, how they treat you, how they regard your presence. The world around you is being realigned to reflect the healing that has already occurred within you. You are stepping into an environment that recognizes who you are, not who you were. So don't flinch when things begin to fall into place. Don't sabotage the ease because you're more familiar with struggle. Don't question the goodness because you've grown used to lack. You are not being tricked. You are being trusted. Trusted to receive what was always meant for you, but only now is ready to be carried. That's how divine timing works. It's not just about when things are ready for you. It's about when you are ready for them. This is the sacred part of your story. The part where what was dead comes back to life, where closed chapters reopen, where dry seasons give way to flow. And this time, you will not lose it again. This time, you have the wisdom to keep it, the humility to hold it gently, the courage to walk with it boldly. Because now, you are not trying to prove anything. You are simply walking in truth. Chosen one, listen carefully. This is your reversal season, but it will not always feel how you expect. It will come with moments of deep reflection. It will bring back old memories for closure. It will stir emotions you thought you buried. And this is good. Let it rise. Let it flow. Because everything that was hidden, silenced, suppressed, it is being released. Not to torment you, but to free you. Every last trace of your old life is being washed out so you can fully inhabit the new. It's time to clear space, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Clean out the drawers. Let go of items that belong to the old version of you. Create space for what's on its way. Light candles if you need to. Pray. Write a letter to your future self. Reintroduce yourself to your own soul. This is your invitation to become, not just to receive. Because restoration is not just about getting things back. It's about remembering who you were before the losses made you forget. You are not broken. You are reborn. And everything that's coming is proof of that rebirth. You may have once felt like you were behind in time, behind in progress, behind in life. But what you didn't know is that you were never behind. You were just being held back by divine timing. And now that timing has caught up with you. The delay was not a punishment, it was protection. And today, you are witnessing the sacred synchronization of everything meant for you, finally stepping into your life at the precise moment your soul is ready to carry it. Not a second too early, not a second too late. This is divine perfection in motion. You are not being ignored. You are being safeguarded from premature blessings, from fragile opportunities, from incomplete relationships, from half-built dreams. Because the truth is, God was not just preparing what's coming. He was preparing you. And now, the version of you standing here today, wiser, softer, bolder, is finally capable of receiving it all, without crumbling beneath the weight. This is why it seemed like doors were slammed shut, for no reason. Why people walked away when you needed them. Why you kept trying and nothing moved. It wasn't because you weren't chosen. It was because you were too chosen to be allowed into anything beneath your anointing. You were never waiting for the world to open to you. The world was waiting for you to open to yourself. And now, it's time. You are stepping into alignment with what's always been yours. The connections that ghosted you, if they're meant for you, they'll return. But this time, they'll recognize your value the moment they see you. The opportunities that passed you by. If they're part of your path, they'll loop back around. But this time, they'll meet you with full clarity and respect. Because divine timing doesn't forget, it reconfigures. Here's something powerful to know. Nothing truly meant for you can be taken from you. It can be delayed. It can be paused. It can be detoured. But it cannot be destroyed. That's what makes you unstoppable now. You're no longer chasing. You're welcoming. You're no longer striving. You're aligned. You're no longer wondering if it's real. You're living it. And with that shift, life becomes different. Suddenly, your presence carries a new weight. People can feel your energy before you speak. Environments begin to respond to you. Favor becomes magnetic. You walk into rooms and things rearrange. Not because you demand it, but because the divine in you commands it. You've become the version of yourself that restoration was always waiting for. And now, you're not just hoping. You're walking in prophecy. But let's be honest, this new chapter won't feel familiar. And that's exactly how you know it's real. The restoration you're stepping into won't feel like a return to your past. It'll feel like a complete transformation. You'll look at your life and barely recognize it. Not because it's untrue, but because it finally matches the frequency you always knew was possible. The things you only dreamed about, they will now appear in your daily life. The peace you longed for, it will become your default. The financial stability, the connections, the creativity, it will begin to flow with less resistance because your energy no longer repels it. You're not being rewarded. You're being realigned. That's what makes this chapter so sacred. You're not being handed gifts just to enjoy them. You're being trusted with tools to build something that lasts. A legacy, a vibration, a life that mirrors your spirit. This is why you can't take everyone with you. Some people were part of the wilderness, not the restoration. Some behaviors, some habits, some mindsets, they belonged to survival mode, not alignment. Let them go. Let the old version of you rest. Because this new frequency requires clarity. It requires vision. It requires commitment to the truth of who you are. You are no longer available for anything that asks you to shrink. You are no longer accessible to energies that drain your light. And you are certainly no longer tolerating anything that doesn't recognize the divine royalty you carry in your soul. Because chosen one, this restoration isn't casual. It's holy, and the holy must be protected. This season, everything is catching up to you, and you must allow it to come. No more pushing it away because you don't feel worthy. You are worthy. No more doubting the goodness because pain has been your norm. You are safe. No more sabotaging ease because struggle has been your identity. You are free now. And that freedom will terrify your past, but it will delight your future. So breathe. Breathe knowing that you're not going to lose it all again. Breathe knowing that this time the foundation is different. The container is stronger. The energy is anchored. And most importantly, you are ready. The waiting made you wise. The silence made you still. The loss made you lighter. And now, heaven is pouring what you were always meant to carry. You will not need to beg for it. It will find you. You will not need to fight for it. It will flow to you. You will not need to explain it. It will prove itself. The divine timeline has caught up with you, and everything you thought was lost is now finding its way back. This is no longer a promise. This is fulfillment. And with every step forward, your new life will become less of a miracle and more of a rhythm you were born to move in. Chosen one. Welcome to divine timing. It begins subtly at first. A change in how you walk into rooms, a shift in the way people look at you, an ease you have never quite known before, one that doesn't come from the outside, but radiates from deep within you. This is what happens when your internal restoration begins to reflect in your external world. The world is responding to the new version of you. And not just casually, magnetically. Things once out of reach now come toward you. Conversations feel more aligned. Opportunities begin to match your true capacity. You're not chasing, yet doors are opening. You're not speaking as much, yet your presence is louder than ever. This is divine reflection. What was once only healed in silence is now seen in light. The truth is, the moment you realigned your inner energy, the outer world had no choice but to catch up. The frequency you now carry has authority, and that authority creates motion. People start calling back. Money starts flowing differently. Your body begins to hold energy it once leaked. Rooms that ignored you before now seem to pause when you walk in, not because you're trying to be seen, but because the divine in you cannot be unseen anymore. This isn't luck. It's the result of inner work. It's the fruit of long nights where you wept, surrendered, and let go of the versions of yourself that were only built for survival. Now, what you see on the outside, the peace, the favor, the synchronicities, is simply a mirror of what has already been accomplished on the inside. The restoration is real, and it's visible, and yet it might make you uncomfortable. Why? Because it feels unfamiliar to be received when you've gotten used to rejection. It feels strange to be chosen when your identity was built on being overlooked. It can feel almost wrong to be trusted when you once weren't even trusted by yourself. But this discomfort isn't danger, it's expansion. It's the stretching of a soul that has outgrown the cage it once called home. Let it stretch. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be honored. Let yourself be restored, not just in the secret place, but in plain sight. Because the world must now witness what divine transformation looks like. Your life is becoming living evidence of what happens when someone refuses to give up, even after they've lost everything. You've proven enough. You've endured enough. You've sacrificed enough. And now, the work is to allow. Allow yourself to be loved in ways you once blocked. Allow the goodness to enter without suspicion. Allow the miracles to unfold without needing to control them. This is new territory for you, but you were born for it. This is not unfamiliar. It's simply unremembered. There is a version of you deep within your DNA that has known this energy all along. A version untouched by trauma, untainted by loss, undiminished by time. That version is now rising to the surface, and with it comes everything that was once locked away. Your voice, your clarity, your divine authority. That's why this restoration will be visible not just in your circumstances, but in your energy. People won't be able to explain it, but they'll feel it. Something about you will silence the noise. Something about you will shift the room. Something about you will radiate safety, strength, and divine alignment all at once. And as the outer world starts shifting, you'll notice the universe rearranging itself to accommodate your truth. People who once drained you will disappear. Situations that once fit will begin to feel too tight. What used to excite you may now feel too small. And this is not regression. This is elevation. You are being prepared for more, and the signs are everywhere. That's also why discernment is key right now. Not everything that returns is meant to be re-entered. Some things will come back as a test, not a gift. You must feel your way through it all. If it stirs anxiety, it's not restoration. If it drains your spirit, it's not divine. If it demands you shrink, it's not alignment. You are not returning to what you had. You are receiving what was designed for this new version of you. And make no mistake, the outer world is responding to your spiritual frequency. You may start to notice delays lifting, emails answered, ideas taking off, solutions where there were once only problems, even strangers treating you differently. That's because you are no longer vibrating at the level of lack, confusion, or shame. You're vibrating from alignment, from acceptance, from clarity. And clarity is a magnet for divine orchestration. Because with elevation comes attention. Some will celebrate you, some will question you, some will want to attach to your light without respecting its source. You don't owe anyone access to the new you. Be kind, but clear. Be gracious, but guarded. Protect what you've prayed for. Not everyone is meant to walk in this garden with you, because not everyone honored the wilderness that birthed it. Your peace is not up for negotiation anymore. Your energy is no longer on clearance. Your path is sacred, and it must be treated that way. So as things begin to rise, the money, the favor, the influence, the visibility, stay rooted in the knowing that none of this is random. It is the visible result of invisible alignment. It is heaven's way of showing you that nothing you went through was wasted. It is the world finally reflecting the power you've always carried. And most importantly, it's only just beginning. The things you're seeing now are the first drops of a much bigger wave. So stand tall, speak gently, walk boldly, live wisely. Because the restoration is not coming, it's here. And your outer world is finally beginning to look like your healed inner one. Now that the restoration has begun and the world is shifting in response to your alignment, a new question arises. What now? What do you do when the pain that once defined you is gone? When the struggle no longer shapes your story, when the waiting is over and the blessings have arrived, you begin to build. Because this restoration was never just about what comes back to you. It was always about what you're meant to become through it. This is the sacred threshold, the moment where you must shift from surviving your past to shaping your legacy. You are not being restored to return to the old version of your life. You are being restored to establish something new, something eternal, something divine. There is a destiny in you that can no longer be denied. The restoration was only the reset. Now comes the rain. You've been entrusted with this new level of clarity, strength, peace, and abundance, not to hoard it, but to live from it, lead through it, and create with it. Your story is no longer one of loss. It is one of return, elevation, and divine purpose. Every trial, every delay, every moment you were misunderstood, it has all been converted into power. Power to heal. Power to guide. Power to transform not just your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. This is the beginning of your impact era, and with it comes responsibility. Responsibility to honor what you've been given, to walk with intention, to speak with authority, to live with vision. Because you're no longer just receiving blessings, you are becoming a blessing. Your energy, your presence, your wisdom, they are now keys for others. And the way you walk will set the tone for everything that follows. So you must walk with boldness. No more hiding. No more shrinking. No more playing small to fit into places you've outgrown. You are not here to blend in. You are here to establish. The light you carry is meant to shift atmospheres. The ideas you've been given are not just clever, they are sacred. The dreams that still pull at your heart, they are not random. They are divine blueprints waiting for your courage. And this is where many chosen ones hesitate, because the restoration feels almost too good. There's a fear that it will vanish, a fear that you might somehow mess it up. But hear this clearly. You are no longer living under fear. You are living under favor. What's coming into your life now is not here to test you. It's here to trust you. You are trusted with visibility. You are trusted with wealth. You are trusted with peace. You are trusted with people. You are trusted with purpose. Because you've proven in the silence, in the solitude, in the dark night of the soul, that your heart remained faithful. You didn't become bitter. You didn't give up. You didn't sell your soul for a shortcut. And that is exactly why God is restoring you now in a way that no one will be able to deny. It's your time. And this time, you're not just passing through blessings. You're becoming a pillar, a stabilizer for others, a leader for those who still feel lost, a guide for those stuck in the wilderness you just came out of. But listen closely. The restoration must be sustained, and sustainability requires strategy. You cannot live this next chapter with the same patterns that once drained you. This new life requires new discipline, new routines, new boundaries, new language. It requires you to ask daily, is what I'm doing aligned with the person I'm becoming? Because the restoration was the reset, but your choices will be the construction. Don't just receive favor. Learn how to manage it. Don't just attract wealth. Learn how to protect and multiply it. Don't just inspire others. Learn how to lead with integrity, humility, and vision. This is the season where you don't just experience miracles, you become a vessel for them. The old has passed away, the new has risen, and you must now live from that higher version of you. And yes, people will notice. They'll notice that you no longer react the same way, that you no longer explain yourself to be understood, that you no longer apologize for taking up space, because something about you has changed, and it's permanent. You're no longer seeking validation. You're no longer driven by desperation. You are now anchored in purpose, and the restoration that came into your life is proof of that divine anchoring. From this place of inner solidity, you begin to build. Maybe it's a business, a creative project, a healing space, a spiritual community, a lifestyle rooted in freedom and rest. It doesn't matter what form it takes. What matters is that you now have the energy, the clarity, and the divine permission to move forward. You are no longer waiting for the right moment. You are the right moment. So give yourself the grace to begin. And don't rush it. Don't let the old pressure hijack your new peace. This season isn't about running, it's about rooting, about planting foundations that can withstand storms, about building slowly, intentionally, with excellence. Because what you're creating now is meant to last for generations. It's not just restoration, it's legacy. And legacy is built by living in alignment every single day. That's what makes you powerful now. Not just what you've overcome, but how you carry the reward. With humility, with wisdom, with quiet confidence that doesn't need applause to stay grounded. Because the chosen one is not moved by noise anymore. They are moved by truth. And your truth is this: you were broken, and now you are whole. You were silenced, and now your voice is rising. You were delayed, and now you are being accelerated. You were hidden, and now you are being seen. And none of it was random. So now, chosen one, live it. Let this life become a walking testimony. Let your presence become the proof. Let everything you touch reflect the power of a soul that has returned to itself. You are not just restored, you are activated. This is the moment it all becomes clear. The restoration was never about getting back what was lost. It was always about remembering who you are. It was about peeling away every false version of you that survival created. Every story that said, you were not enough. Every echo of rejection that tried to bury your voice. Every lie that told you you had to earn what was already yours by divine right. Chosen one, you are not becoming anything. You are returning to the original you, the you that existed before the heartbreak, before the abandonment, before the years of being overlooked. You are stepping back into your spiritual DNA, not as a fragile version, but as the fully awakened embodiment of your true self. Nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing held back. This is the full circle. The moment when the future meets the past, and everything lost returns, not in its old form, but in a higher frequency. The version of your life that was always meant to exist is now yours to live. You've cried enough, you've doubted enough, you've waited long enough. The tests have been passed, the gates are open, and this is where you live from now on. No more proving, no more striving, no more questioning your worth. You are the worth. You are the evidence of divine love wrapped in human form. You are the reason restoration exists, not just so your life is renewed, but so the world can witness what it looks like when God breathes favor back into a faithful soul. And this time, you don't owe anyone an explanation. Let your glow speak for itself. Let your peace confirm your power. Let your alignment do the heavy lifting. You are not going back to explain. You are going forward to expand. Your expansion is sacred. It's not loud. It's not aggressive. It's certain. You walk in silence now, not because you lack words, but because you no longer need to convince. You've stepped into the season of demonstration. Everything about your life will now speak for itself. How you walk, how you speak, how you protect your peace, how you love with depth, how you build without fear. You are not here to blend in. You are here to establish atmosphere. When you walk into a space, the vibration shifts, not because you're trying, but because your energy is too aligned to go unnoticed. This is not ego. This is essence, divine essence. You are proof that grace works, proof that alignment is real, proof that healing is possible, proof that restoration is not a fantasy, it is a force. So now, Walk like it. This final chapter is not about receiving blessings. It's about being the blessing. Everywhere you go, carry your restoration as a quiet revolution. Every room you enter, carry the knowing that you are not asking for permission anymore. You are walking in authority. Every project you launch, every relationship you nurture, every decision you make, let it all flow from the deep inner truth that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you were created to do. No more distractions, no more detours, no more shrinking. Your wings are no longer being repaired. They are ready. And now, you fly not to escape, but to lead. You fly not to prove anything, but to reveal everything God has deposited within you. And yes, you will still be tested. But now, the test won't shake you. It will affirm you. Yes, there will still be challenges, but now they won't define you. They will refine you. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstance. You have become a master of alignment. You listen to your spirit. You trust your steps. You follow peace. And every time you do, the next door opens. You are being led by light now. So when confusion knocks, you no longer entertain it. When fear whispers, you no longer answer. When lack tempts you, you stand firm in abundance. Because the one who has been restored knows, truly knows, what they carry, and no longer fears what might be taken. Everything is coming back because you came back. You returned to yourself. You remembered your worth. You chose not to give up when you had every reason to. And now you get to live the reward, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. You are not chasing anything anymore. You are drawing everything toward you, through clarity, through alignment, through the raw powers of your authentic presence. And the world will feel it. Because the chosen one doesn't shout their return, they embody it. Let this be your declaration. You are restored. You are realigned. You are reactivated. And nothing lost will ever remain lost again. From this moment on, you walk in divine rhythm. You move from overflow. You build from wisdom. You love from wholeness. And you lead from truth. Because this isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of the real one. You are finally walking in the version of your life that was always yours. This is not a comeback. This is arrival. Welcome to the new you. Welcome home.